India's energy needs are increasing leap and bounds, and that necessitate creation and building and operations of large-scale hydrocarbon projects.
Every corner of the plant, we actually decide during the design stage itself. And again, 3D is at the center of our entire process of engineering, where we actually model virtually every part of the plant. When it comes to India, probably this transition is far more challenging because we have to innovate on one side, on the other side we have to maintain the production of our existing facilities.
Think of the last time that you stopped by at a petrol station to either refuel your car, or maybe you did something simpler, switched on a light. Seemingly very simple tasks, but behind these simple tasks lies a very complex hydrocarbon infrastructure. Pipelines, refineries, terminals and more that are powering our everyday lives and certainly powering the nation. Welcome to Innovation Matters, a podcast by Dassault Systèmes, where we explore some of those technologies and ideas that are shaping India's energy and industrial future. As India's energy needs rapidly rise, digital transformation is redefining how some of these massive projects, some of them onshore, operate in ways that are safer, smarter, and more sustainable. We are going to be joined by experts in the field. We have with us Tanuj Mittal, who is Senior Director at Dassault Systèmes. And we also have a special guest who will bring in his expertise to lend weight to today's conversation. Neerav Mehta is here. He's Joint General Manager, Digitalization at L&T Energy Hydrocarbon. Together, the two of them are going to help us understand how digital tools are revolutionizing hydrocarbon infrastructure delivery in India. Thank you so much, Neerav, certainly for being a guest on the show. And Tanuj, you're in the driver's seat and it's all yours.
So welcome once again, Neerav. It's a pleasure and honor to have you in this show, Innovation Matters. Today, we are going to dwell into the fascinating world of hydrocarbons, and specifically there, India's energy needs are increasing leap and bounds, and that necessitate creation and building and operations of large-scale hydrocarbon projects. Would you be able to throw some light on what are the typical challenges and opportunities when we conceptualized, built and run such kind of hydrocarbon projects?
Hydrocarbon actually touches every life, every stages. And in India, like country, the consumption is continuously growing, right? And also we want to be exporter when it comes to energy. So overall, the size and scale of hydrocarbon projects or energy projects is growing multifold. Also, many owners and operators actually are looking for much stringent timeline. So both are contradictory, right? One side, there are huge sizes and complexity. On the other side, there are stringent timelines. Also, the number of stakeholders are continuously growing, and you have to fit them with right priority, with single unified objective, and manage their collaboration together, right? So we are in the situation where we start the project, our engineering teams start designing, right? And parallelly, the construction also initiated the ground. So everything goes simultaneously, and that pose a lot of challenges of collaboration and managing multiple stakeholders, because everything is concurrent. Even within engineering and design, if you see, every discipline is working together at a point of time. And the same thing is getting procured on other side. The same thing is getting constructed. And further design refinements are going on. So if you imagine, the complexity is huge in this scenario. So to remain focused on what we need, the large level of integration is what we are looking at, and that is the biggest challenge. Another is sustainability. We are transitioning to greener fuels, right? We are also in the very heavy need of hydrocarbons at this stage. And when it comes to India, probably this transition is far more challenging because we have to innovate on one side. On other side, we have to maintain the production of our existing facilities. So these overall needs pose many challenges when it comes to managing multiple stakeholders, integrated planning, because everybody is sitting in different geographies, right? Our engineering team sits in our office and doing the design, procurement team sits, project management team sits somewhere else, construction is happening at sites, at fabrication happens at vendor works. So you can imagine at different geographies people are sitting and doing their work. So ultimately the project management, and that too a seamless project management, is a very big challenge I can see.
So I understand this is more about managing complexity, both in terms of technology and the large set of people who have to work together to make this project successful. And I'm pretty sure that this cannot be done without deploying proper digital technologies. So tell us, Neerav, in context of L&T Hydrocarbons, how does this transpire? What challenges and opportunities do you see, and how digital technologies helps there?
So when it comes to hydrocarbon projects, there are many additional layer of complexity gets added. You know that a lot of hazardous material, flammable liquid and gas, that bring a lot of attention to the safety part of it, right? And also reliability, because there is a huge capital investments goes in this kind of plants. So you have to ensure the continuity of the plant without any kind of disruption, right? To ensure we comply to those things, probably what we do is far more detailed look at what we design at design stage itself. And it's not only design. Every corner of the plant, we actually decide during the design stage itself. And again, 3D is at the center of our entire process of engineering, where we actually model virtually every part of the plant. And not only that, we also simulate that thing to see that there should be a seamless construction, fabrication happens, and we don't probably land in any trouble at that stage. Also, we sit with our operators, right? And we show them how once the plant is commissioned, how it is going to be operated, how various items are going to be maintained, right? So if you see that entire process is virtually being managed at early stage, centrally and on 3D model. We also use various progress on 3D. We simulate various scenarios on 3D so that when the plant kickstarts, probably we end up with the minimal disruption. So that's how the technology plays a very vital role when it comes to hydrocarbon. Again, technology at 3 stages, which is going to help us or helping today. Number 1 is data collection itself. Data collection from field, what is the progress? What is happening at field, right? What are the challenges being faced and need to be resolved by various teams sitting at different locations? Second level of challenge is collaboration on probably a single platform, where team knows where to plan, what to plan, and how to resolve the issues which are popped up at fabrication yard or at vendor shops or at construction sites, right? And the third level of challenge is actually whatever digital twin you are bringing or in the form of say 3D plus information on digital twin that you have to hand over to your end customers, and finally they connect it back to the same technology to have operational parameters on the top of that. So in and all, the technology is at the center to solve the complexity what we are able to face in hydrocarbon plants.
So what I understand is, to manage complexity at this scale, virtual twin of the facility and the system is the way forward, where you can not only design and collaborate with different people, you can also do various what-if scenarios and anticipate the problems which are going to come to the field much early in the process and take a corrective action. In this context, I understand you have your flagship program called Epsilon, where Dassault Systems 3D experience platform is instrumental in bringing in this change. Could you please tell us more about that?
Yeah, sure. So as we discussed, technology plays a very vital role in this entire ecosystem of EPC, what we actually do in L&T. So basically, the process goes like this. We collect the data from every operations, starting from engineering, procurement, construction, commissioning. All these stages, we collect the data in various digital systems. So initially, it used to be mix of manual and digital, which we are aspiring now to have 100% digital data collection through our homegrown IT systems. And actually on the platform, 3D Experience platform, we bring seamlessly real-time data from every these transaction systems and we integrate it to make a digital thread out of it. And then we do rest of the business analytics on the top of that, predictive analytics on the top of that. And not only that, we also integrate various planning and monitoring data also, so that we have seamless schedule management on the platform where micro level plans, which is being monitored by engineering team, procurement team, construction team, is gathered on the platform. And finally, it updates the overall project L3 level plan, so that everybody knows that what is happening at different stages of the project at different locations. And it also, we are able to predict where the bottlenecks may form or forecast what are the challenges we are going to face in the future, and we resolve right at the beginning itself, beginning of the issue itself. Also, we are collaborating on 3D. So whatever information of progress comes from various dimensions, like what is already designed, what is procured, where the items are, whether some construction is completed or planned, everything we visualize on virtual twin or 3D model. So it gives a different facility to the people to actually understand the real situation on D-Twin. So say for example, there is one particular pipe rack. On that pipe rack, if you want to probably erect the pipes, you need lot of information for that. For any kind of daily decision making for effective project management. So that information is available on the platform and superimposed on 3D model. So contextualization becomes very, very efficient in that scenario. Also, if you have logically linked everything, we have eDrop, which is actually giving alerts to every users if any particular things are pending at their end, if milestones are not completed. It is reminding people well in advance. It is escalating if required to get support from senior management, from project manager. Wherever the support would be required is the alerts would be flowing from the system. And finally, we have various dashboards where single version of information would be available to every stakeholders. What is happening at vendor works, what is happening in engineering offices, or what is happening at construction site can be seamlessly available information to every stakeholders as per their roles and as per their responsibilities. So that's how we fully capitalize the functionalities available on the platform. One more thing I would like to address here is the use of, again, the same digital twin to have various kind of constructability simulations also, where we simulate how we are going to construct that on Dalmia part of it, where how equipment is, because we have the plant 3D model already available on the platform. So we simulate various erection schemes and we see if there are any clashes going to be there during the construction or erection operations, so that we don't end up solving the problem at that stage. So those are also being capitalized now. Also, as we discussed, maintainability and operability simulation well in advance and demonstrating it to end customers, where they can understand how those parts of key function like compressors or might be filter removal kind of processes can be visualized much earlier, so that once the plant is in operation stage, they can actually see that how they are going to maintain those elements. And there won't be any permanent facility which is actually clashing during this kind of operations. So that's how efficiently we are able to use the functionalities available on the platform.
I understand, but the way you explain looks like the technology which we deploy is quite complex. And that brings me to the point of how people within the organization and in the ecosystem are able to manage the conceptualization, the building, and the running of this whole program. How do you see the skill aspect in this entire journey?
We have observed many technologies at play. And not only that, we have to collaborate with other new technologies which is coming up, like robotics, where we have direct application when it comes to fabrication, construction. Also AI/ML, which we cannot forget because it's going to be the future, right? And also digital twin, as we discussed, how to capitalize it till finally we demobilize the plant. I mean, after operation and maintenance, and finally demob of the plant. So it's an entire plant life cycle which is connected with a single digital twin. So all this technology plays a very, very, very crucial role. But the success of entire thing will depends on the behavior of the people. People aspect is the aspect which we can never neglect on. Starting from, I'll start with a very basic level of the thing where people have to put right data in the right system. If that is not happening, probably subsequent, if you are still manual in your operations, probably you cannot fully capitalize rest of the technology. Technology helps till certain extent, but finally the adoption of every system where data is being fed should be happening, right? Another part is you also bring the technology which automates the data capture, so that we improve the data quality. I'll give one example is we used to have a data entry of our progress, of fabrication progress, construction progress. And we migrated a step forward to QR code based system where people just have to scan the QR codes on various pipe spools, various structural assemblies, and the progress is getting captured. This impacts in two ways, actually. It regulates the quality of the data, and it will probably have more disciplined data governance, right? So what we need, or what people have to ensure about, is the right use of the technology. Second is they should be competent enough to have basic level of digital transformation with every person who is working for the project, starting from even workman, because they should understand that safety, if we start with the safety, or if we talk about the quality of the work, we can monitor it digitally, right? And when it comes to progress, the data captures from the field and coming to the central arena of integration and collaboration, that should happen. So everybody should be trained for those kind of transformation. It's a very big change management process. We take it as so to improve the adoption of various systems. Next level is once this data is seamlessly integrated on the platform, it should be utilized. Those insights coming from this integration should be fully utilized to take the decision. It should not happen that I have every data on the platform with all insights coming in, but still I'm believing on intuitions, right? We should at a point of time start utilizing these technologies for our daily decision making. Various reviews should happen on the system, rather than people again spend time on compiling information, prepare the presentations. It should be completely stopped. And at a point of time, you migrate completely to the dashboards and have seamless reviews at every level on the dashboard, so that you have live data coming to the dashboard and you are taking decision on the top of that, right? And last level is the use of various predictive analytics which we have started, like delay prediction, cost prediction, or any prediction of bottlenecks, cascading impacts, what my project is going to bear with, right? So you fetch the insights, use various artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithms to capitalize your past knowledge, your past executed project plans, so that at least you will be able to know that where you are going to land in the trouble in future, and you take proactive action against that. So you have well alert mechanism where right people are being alerted for those bottlenecks which are going to be formed, right? So eventually the drive has to be there and throughout the company to educate people in utilizing those systems And there should be commitment from people to utilize those systems so that end-to-end our program becomes successful.
No, thank you very much, Neerav, for this very detailed explanation of how things are working in hydrocarbon space. If I have to summarize, as a country, we are growing every day, and our energy needs are going to be more and more, of course, which means that large-scale hydrocarbon projects are aware of life as we move forward. And these projects are quite complex. And digital technologies plays a crucial role in terms of helping us to conceptualize, build and run these projects successfully. And there also, the people angle also plays a very crucial role. But thanks a lot, Neerav, for all this information you shared with us. I'm pretty sure that the audience will benefit a lot from your experience.
Well, thank you so much, Tanuj and Neerav, for helping us understand how digital transformation is really going to deliver on energy needs, not just globally, but also India in particular, in the area of hydrocarbon infrastructure. So it was very useful to understand those points that you made. And I think for our listeners, I am quite certain you would have taken away that success is not just about adoption of these sophisticated technologies that Neerav and Tanuj mentioned in their conversation. It is also about collaboration, mindset, and a deep commitment to sustainability. Similarly, I'd say that innovation is also not going to be a function of the technologies that power it. It's also going to be about the people who are committed to solving real-world challenges in a way that's smarter, that delivers on time, and delivers impact. That's really what we've attempted to do for you on this episode. And I'd say to our listeners, we have more coming your way. So stay curious, stay innovative, and stay tuned.